Well, guys, just waiting on the transport service to put the car on the flatbed and take her down to Memphis. You see her? They're gonna get ready to put it on the trailer. Oh boy. There she goes. There goes my baby. She's on the road to see David at D B Automotive. Man, it took 3.5 weeks just to get it shipped, or 2.5 weeks, pushing 3, just to get it shipped. Obviously not the shipper's fault by any means. Somebody has to be contracted to be found, but man, it took forever just to get it. But David down at D&B, one of the true best transmission guys for the platform, is going to take it, and we are off. And she is back from David's shop. The transmission is absolutely fantastic. David did a fantastic job. We'll go ahead and roll clips of what he sent me. They're not great quality, so I apologize for that, but we'll roll clips of what he sent me that was wrong with the transmission. Cue now.
That's your problem. You broke the input shaft, dude. That's what the pan looks like. You definitely got some burnt clutches too. I suspect that you got your C clutch here burned up, and your D clutch has been slipping its ass off. The E clutch I didn't take apart, but by looking at it, it's probably okay. But either way, it's going to get all new clutches.
As you saw, it was really messed up. And when we were down there talking with David about the transmission and things about how the valve body works and the pump inside and the pressures, here's some things that you need to know even if you have a stock Hellcat. Here are some things that you need to be aware of. So I'm running about 800 wheel horsepower right now, and the car does not, the transmission does not do well if you're running poles in street mode. Because if you do street mode, that is the least amount of pressure going through the valve body. And believe it or not, if you're doing a ton of wide open poles in street mode with the stock trans, you can blow out your trans. You can blow out the valve body and the pump in there on street tune, on the street version of the trans. You have to run the track version or even the sport, but most definitely the track version when you're doing wide open poles. And the reason behind that is because in the track mode transmission setting, that is where you're going to have the pump pressures be their highest, where it will be able to offset the wide open throttle. Because pressures vary, with street being the least amount and the track being the most. For the wide open throttle, the heavy duty work that your transmission will do at wide open throttle at full power. So I actually broke this trans because I'm running 800 wheel with, you guys already know that watch the channel. And also I was making pulls in street. So it was only a matter of time. My trans tune was in track mode. So now, after speaking with David and everything that I've learned, always do your wide open pulls in track mode. I have the built transmission now. It shifts like butter in track and in street mode for just regular driving around. But always, 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 whether you're heavily modded or stock, do your wide open throttles in track mode transmission only. And the longevity of your trans will be a lot better. Obviously, if you're beating on a lot, it's only a matter of time. But that's hence why I definitely went with David and got a built trans as well. Now I have something here that's pretty cool for you guys. It is the billet drum here. Well, this is my stock one. This is what the stock drum looks like. I got replaced with a billet drum, and David said to this day, Demons and Hellcats running in the 8s in the quarter mile with the billet ones have not broken to this day. But pretty cool they gave me the stock one. It looks pretty neat. Another good transmission shop that you can go with is John Sipple at Sipple's Performance. I'll go ahead and show a little picture here, kind of going over his shop. It's one of his recent posts. He does max build effort transmissions as well for these cars, and he is very regarded. So honestly, you can't go wrong with David at D B Automotive or John at Sipple's Performance. They're the top two guys in the country for doing max effort builds on the Hellcat transmissions and even the other Dodge transmissions as well. All I know is David's been in the transmission business since the 80s, so he definitely knows what he's talking about. He rebuilt Demonology's transmission, so he is very knowledgeable on what he does, and his car runs 8s too on his own transmission. So there's some information about how these transmissions work, how you should be running them, and why. Because honestly, these transmission breaks because of us more than anything else. Lack of knowledge. I had no idea between the street and the track and how the pressures go into the pump and blah blah blah. You need to be wary of how you're wide open throttling these vehicles. Always do it in track mode. That's the safest setting, especially when you're pushing more power to. Breaking these transmissions is not a good thing, and they're not cheap, but getting them rebuilt, I think is 100% worth it, even for the price. So there you guys have it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Smash that like button and subscribe for more fast car content. Definitely glad to have the vehicle back. She's driving absolutely fantastic, and I've already done some pulls and whatnot, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So the car is back, more content. Can't wait. A lot is in store for this year, so make sure you're subscribed. We're going to be doing a ton of stuff. Drag racing, street car takeovers, a airstrip attack event, street races, you name it. It's going to happen all here on the channel with this big girl right here with a built trans. That's a Fitz City. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.